Maths Masterclass with Leo. Let me teach you a bit of math.
Okay?
In this channel, we'll be dealing with learners who are in grade 10, grade 11 and grade 12. We'll be dealing with learners who are below average, average and above average. Actually, when you talk about learners who are below average, you're talking about from level 1 to level 3 learners. Average, you're talking about level 3 to level 4. And then above average, you're talking about level 5 to level 7. We'll also be dealing with learners who want to rewrite maths. They've been struggling with maths. And then we'll be dealing with ways to answer questions, how to attempt questions, how to actually pass maths. And then we'll be dealing with question papers, paper 1 and paper 2. You know those simple chapters in paper 1 when you talk about the average learners or below average learners. You know those questions. And then when we talk about paper 2, you know those questions, you know those chapters, statistics, and so forth and so on. Hello grade 10 learners, it's Maths Masterclass with Leo. I am Leo and today we are doing Algebraic Expression. I'm happy to say this is the first video of grade 10 learners. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel and then we'll be doing more of this type of questions, and then we'll be dealing with question papers, trying to make maths easy for you, right? I know most of you are struggling with maths, but maths is quite an easy subject. If you can just bear with me and watch all my videos, I'm telling you, you're gonna pass maths. Let's get to it. Now we're given okay, algebraic expression. This is known as algebra or simplifying. You can only simplify when you have an expression. You can never simplify an equation. What do I mean when I say an equation? An equation is something that is an equal sign. Something that is an equal sign. An example of an expression can be written as a or mx plus c. This is an expression. Then this is an equation, right? These two things are two different things, right? These two things are very different. You can never say this and this, it's the same thing looking at this one. This is an equation and then this expression. When you see expression, simplify. When you see equation, solve. Right? Hope you understand that, and let's get to it, right? Let's get to the real business of the day. I'm having a few questions that I'll be taking you through from grade 9 questions to the ones that we're gonna do in grade 10, right? Grade 9 questions, you are given something like this: 4x plus, okay, 4x subtract x squared. You're given something like this. They say simplify. Why do I have to simplify? Even though they did not tell me simplify, looking at this, but this is an expression. Even though they did not tell me simplify, I can simplify because I'm looking at this. This is an expression, right? Then now let's get to it. We're given something like this. They say simplify. If you can check, you have x squared. It means x is the common factor here. You can just say x, I'm taking x out, and then I'm gonna be left with 4, because when I say x or 4x divided by x, I'm gonna have 4 minus x squared divided by x, I'm gonna have x. Remember, when I want to take this thing back, when I say this multiplied by this, it's gonna take me back here, right? Let's prove it. X multiplied by 4 is gonna give me 4x. X multiplied by negative x is gonna give me x squared. Right there. There's a solution. Given a similar question, but let's just take it a bit up. You're gonna have 4x minus x to the power 3. How can you solve such a question? This, we are done with it. Equals to, let's solve this one. Okay, let me just say this is 1, this is 2. Solve this question. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say in this type of equation? I'm just gonna say, oh, but I have x is a common factor, right? I'm gonna have x into 4x into 4 minus x squared. There, right? Then when I solve it, I'm just gonna have but I see that this is a difference of 2 squares. What do I mean when I say this is a difference of 2 squares? It means I can factorize this, right? I can factorize this question and say, okay, x into, open 2 brackets, I have 2 here, I have 2 here, right? This is similar to me saying, okay, but I can write this and say a squared minus b squared. How can I solve this? I can just solve this and say, oh, I can say a minus b, a plus b, right there. Oh, okay, I want to write this thing. I want to write this thing like this one before I come here. How did I come to this conclusion? Oh, I know that I have 4 minus x squared, right? But I can write this thing and say this is 2 to the power 2 minus x squared, right? Now this is similar to this rule, right? Now this thing is similar to this rule. So I can just say, oh, it means here I'm going to have 2, I'm going to have 2. Why do I say that? Because I had a squared. It means I'm going to have a, I'm going to have a. I have b, I'm going to say b and b. Okay, here I'm going to say minus x plus x, right? Then this is my solution. This is my solution, right? Okay, let's take another question. Another question says we need to solve, right? Oh, it's actually the third one. We need to not solve but simplify x squared plus 15x minus 54, right? I have this type of equation. They say simplify this type of equation, but I know that if I have to simplify this, I'll just have to factorize it. Factorize this thing, then I'll be done with it, right? Okay, how can I factorize this? Take your calculator. When I say 9 multiplied by 3, it's going to give me, oh, not 3, but 6. It's going to give me 54, right? You see that. But when I say, when I say 9 minus 6 is going to give me 3. Okay, it means this does not work, right? So I need something that will give me a positive. Okay, I can just say 18 multiplied by 3. It's 54. Then 18 minus 3, not 18 minus 3, it's 15, right? There you go. Then I'm just going to have my factors as x plus 18 x minus 3, right? Then if you simplify it or you factorize your questions like this, you just need to make sure that your answers are correct. How do I make sure that my answers are correct? I need to take this thing back. If it does not go back, my answer is wrong. Okay, this is my solution, right? This is my solution. Then here underneath, let me just say prove. How do I prove this? I'm going to say x multiplied by this. Okay, let me just write it this side because you guys will take it as if it's part of the solution. It's not part of the solution. I just want to show you that my answers are correct. Let me just write it here actually on this side. When I multiply x and x, I'm going to have x squared, which is this one, right? When I multiply x and minus 3, I'm going to have minus 3x. When I have multiply x and 18, I'm going to have plus 18x, right? Then when I multiply this and that, I'm going to have minus 54 there, right? And then, 18 minus 3 plus 18, I'm going to have x squared plus 15x minus 54 there. You see, then that's when I can say my answer is correct, right? My answer is correct because I have proven it. Okay, now let's continue and do or take the second question. Not the second, but the fourth question. Question 4, we are given a very simple question, x plus 2 into x squared minus x plus 3, right? They say simplify. Okay, they didn't say it, but if you can check this, it does not have an equal sign, then therefore you need to simplify. But remember our BODMAS rule. BODMAS rule says, BODMAS will tell you, deal with the bracket, make sure you don't have a bracket. Remove the bracket. Take your bracket out, right? I'm going to say here, this and this is going to give me x to the power 3, right? This and this is going to give me minus x squared, right? This and this is going to give me plus 3x, right? And then this and this is going to give me plus 2x squared. Then this and this is going to give me minus 2x. This and this is going to give me plus 6, right? There. Then x to the power 3 is x to the power 3, doesn't change. Minus and plus, I'm going to have plus x squared because it's 2x squared minus x squared is going to be x squared. And then 3x minus 2x is going to be plus x plus 6. Therefore, you have dealt or simplified your question, right? Remember, in grade 9 you did what you call LCM, right? The lowest common denominator, or sometimes they call it LCD, right? In most cases, use this one, the lowest common multiple, right? In this case, this question requires us to do that. We're given 5. This is question 5. We're given 5 over x plus 3 minus 3 over 2 minus x, right? There you have it. You have a question like that. They say simplify. How are you going to simplify such a question? Come and tell you, you need to use the lowest common multiple, right? But I would advise you to make sure you remove the fraction. Deal with the fraction. How to remove the fraction? I'm just going to say, okay, my lowest common multiple, I can write it and say it's my x plus 3 and 2 minus x. This is my lowest common multiple, and it will affect both my expressions. Here I'm going to have 5 over x plus 3 minus same thing into x plus 3. Okay, what's happening? My space is a bit okay. Now I'm just gonna have again 2 minus x into 3 over 2 minus x, right? If you can check this question, this over 1 over 1, this one and this one will just cancel, right? This one and this one will just cancel. I'm going to be left with 2 minus x into 5 minus into x plus 3 into 3, right? There I have it. And then let's go to the next page. I'm just going to have, okay, next page I'm just going to have, let me just rewrite what I got. It's actually 2 minus x into 5 minus into x plus 3 into 3, right? I have that. They say simplify. I'm not done with it. I'm just going to deal with the bracket and say, if you can check this is far. It doesn't affect the bracket, right? The only thing that affects the bracket, okay, let me just do this. Actually, let me just do that, right? So you can see this is 5, this is 2, it's going to give me 10. This is 5, this is minus x, it's going to give me minus 5x. Minus into this and that is going to give me 3x. This and that is going to give me plus 9, right? And then I'm going to have 10 minus 5x minus 3x, because this will multiply everything inside the bracket, minus 9, right? Then this and that will just give me, I believe is going to give me 1. This and that, I believe, is going to give me minus 8x plus 1. That is your final answer, right? Okay, now let's move to the next question. The next question says we need to simplify again. But the next question, guys, it needs us to understand these things. The laws of of exponents. Right? Understand the laws of exponents. This, you need to understand them starting from this year until you go to varsity. If you're gonna take any subject that will include maths in it, right? If you're gonna take your engineerings, if you're gonna take your what you call engineering and other courses like, what can I say? Yeah, medicine, all those courses that require maths in them, right? They're gonna need you to know these things, the laws of exponents, right? We know the first law, it goes like this. When I have a to the power n multiplied by a to the power m, this is the law that says if I have a multiplication sign and the bases are the same, I'm just gonna add the exponents, right? Then I'm gonna say take one base, then a n plus m, right? Then the second one, that's it's a to the power m divided by a to the power m. This will just give me a to the power n minus 1 minus m. Why do I like n1 so much? Okay, there. These are the law that will mostly work in this chapter, the expressions, the exponents. Okay. Now we're given a question that says 25 minus x multiplied by 15 to the power x plus 1 divided by x to the power 3 or 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x. Right? They say here you need to simplify this thing. I believe this is question 6. Right? Okay, now if you have this type of equation, you know that this 5 to the power 2 is 25, right? 5 to the power 2 is 25, and then we can just break this again. You can just break this into 5 times 3. Okay, you're gonna have 25, not 5 to the power 3 multiplied by, this is gonna be, okay, wait. It's 5 to the power 2 into minus x multiplied by, this is can be broken into 3 multiplied by 5, right? This will just give me 15 to the power x plus 1, right? This is over okay, 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x, right? Remember, I am supposed to simplify this one, it's 25, right? This is 25. This is another way of writing 25. And then I'm gonna have, this will just give me 5 to the power negative 2x multiplied by 3 to the power, this is supposed to be 3 to the power 1 multiplied by 5 to the power 1 into x plus 1 all over 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x, right? Then this will just give me 5 to the power minus 2x into this, and that will just give me 3 to the power x plus 1 multiplied by 5 to the power x plus 1, right? Then this will just give me 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x. Then I'm just gonna have this 5 to the power, okay, this one I have common bases, I can just take 1 and just say 5 to the power minus 2x plus x plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power x plus 1 all over 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x, right? Remember here, what did I do? I used this rule, this one that says we have common bases and then we have a multiplication sign. Where the common bases, we have 5 and 5, then we have a multiplication sign here, right? This is a multiplication sign. You can just take 5 and then add the exponents. So what are my exponents? I have minus 2x, and then the other exponents are this one plus x plus 1, right? And then I'm just gonna solve this, continue, and say this will just give me let me just write it this side. Okay, let me just write them this side. Wait, I believe it's something like 5 to the power minus 2x plus x plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power x plus 1 all over 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x. If I didn't write it wrong, let me just check it. There we go. Right, then now let's simplify this. Let's simplify it. I'm gonna have, what do I call it? I'm gonna have, here is gonna be 5 to the power minus x, because negative 2 plus 1, it's negative 1, plus x multiplied by, this is gonna be 3 to the power x plus 1 all over 3 to the power x multiplied by 5 to the power minus x. Right, then now remember this rule that says a to the power n divided by a to the power m. It's gonna give me a to the power n minus m, or you can just write it like this again. It's one and the same thing. It's one and the same thing, guys. This will just give me a to the power n minus m. It's one and the same thing. This is how they wrote it here. And then in most cases they'll express it like this. This is a division line. This is a division sign. One and the same thing. Right? Okay, now here I'm just gonna say I have 5 and 5. These are similar bases, right? I have 5 and 5. Okay, sorry. These are similar bases. I'm just gonna have 1 5, which is 5 to the power minus x plus 1, not plus x, plus 1. Right? This is supposed to be plus 1. Okay, now when I take this, I'm gonna have minus. Remember, the equation has its own minus, and this has its own minus. Right? You don't forget that. Multiply by 3 to the power x plus 1, right? Minus into x. Sorry about this thing. There. Right? And then I'm gonna have 5 to the power minus x plus 1 plus x, because negative and negative is going to be positive. Multiply by 3 to the power x plus 1 minus, this is just give me minus x, and then negative and positive out, positive and negative out. Then I'm going to have 5 to the power 1 multiplied by 3 to the power 1. Right? This is out, actually cancel each other, and this will just give me 15. There. Hope you enjoyed my class. Please like and subscribe, as we will be doing more questions like this. And then, yeah, see you in the next class. Thank you.